Happy New Year everyone. I pray that this 2019 finds all who will read this post in good health, and may success and everything good in life be yours. Today I am happy to announce something new here on our Embracing Spirituality. It is the new shop Embracing Spirituality store. Oprah Winfrey used to have shows where she would share a few of her favorite things. These were things that she believed in and wanted to share with the world. I always thought that was selfless of her, and may she be blessed for that. And now with Shop Embracing Spirituality, I am doing just the same. Oftentimes in my posts, when I share my experiences, I will allude to or why say the things I had done to help myself or my children. For example, in a post I had first written in 2011 called Attachment, I tell of being under a heavy spiritual attack by a mother of a church I was attending. During the attacks, I used a medicine to fend off the spirits that she sent at night to attack me. When she realized that what she sent could not hurt me, she became intrigued by the medicine I was using to conquer her, and so she sent a trickster into my dreams. Read the post for the rest of the story. I updated it 3 years later in 2014 and added more detail. I now offer this medicine on Shop Embracing Spirituality for anyone else going through what I did or sleep paralysis. And I must tell you, it was a very hard decision for me to sell it. I am very sentimental when it comes to the items I am now selling, because as you may already know, each of them has a personal story that is attached to my hard spiritual journey into who I am now. I'll tell you the truth, actually, just writing about this floods my mind with those memories. Not only the medicines and how I learned some of them from my powerful mentors, but also knowing that I give honor to my mentors by mentioning their names and providing their work to this day, even though they are no longer with us in this world. Salutations to Mr. Mitchell, Mr. Pierre, and my sweet spiritual father, in Lakumi, class equals, glossary link, greater than Padrino. There is a particular incense for prosperity that is also being offered at Shop Embracing Spirituality. It is unfortunately a limited amount available for sale, and when I get to a quarter of the stock, I will not sell any more, as I will pamper it for myself. Laughing face. I approved this work and I have been using it since 2012. I would love to break down the non-metaphysics as the branch of philosophy that studies the essence of a thing. This includes questions of being, becoming, persistence, existence, and reality. 1. The word metaphysics comes from the Greek words that literally mean beyond nature. Nature, in this sense, refers to the nature of a thing, such as its cause and purpose. Metaphysics then studies questions of a thing beyond or above questions of its nature, in particular its essence or its qualities of being. Metaphysics seeks to answer, in a suitably abstract and wide general manner, the questions, 2. What is there? And what is it like? Topics of metaphysical investigation include existence, objects and their properties, space and time, cause and effect, and possibility. Source: Wikipedia, class equals, glossary link, greater than metaphysics of how it works for you, but unfortunately I cannot. However, it is powerful and should be viewed as such should you choose to use it. Spiritual medicines are important for the human being to use in their everyday life. In Africa, Nigeria to be specific, spiritual work, or akos, are called medicines because they are prescriptions to solve a problem. Although, for the most part, they are not always ingested. There was a time when I wanted to come to Africa for my noun, NN, the action of admitting someone into a secret or obscure society or group, typically with a ritual, spiritual process of being born Agan, class equals, glossary link, greater than initiation, and I did not know where the plane fare, much less the initiation fee, would come from. I was then given a work to do by spirits, and I did as instructed. And by the time the third candle of the work was nearly finished, the money, and more, fell into my lap, I can honestly say, from out of nowhere. My life is truly fascinating sometimes. Since that day, I have never stopped using that work. I have proved it. Readers, let me be completely honest with you, I am a doubtful Thomas. I don't believe everything and I don't believe in everything. It has to make sense to me, although as a metaphysician, I do know that some things defy logic. Candle work, however, are a specialty of mine. There was a time when I met High Grade, the ex-husband, when I haughtily decided I would stop doing spiritual work. I wanted to go to Stone Love every night instead. And so, I dismantled my noun, altar, a decorated space dedicated to the reverence and worship of the ancestors. It is also giving a space for your personal non-physicals to visit and to pass on blessings whenever they choose. It is also seen as a place of power, or portal, where you can connect with anything divine. Here are some posts on altar. Your spiritual altar too. Food for Spirits 3. The importance of your sacred space. Class equals glossary link greater than altar and decided I was going to be normal, and to hell with this spiritual stuff. High Grade encouraged me, his spliff dangling from the side of his mouth, like the devil in the wings, but it didn't take long before everything financially dried up for me. All roads became blocked. I barely made enough money to survive. I worried and begged forgiveness from my spirits for what I had done. One night I went to bed and had a dream of a particular candle that I must fix with some particular things. It was not told to me why I must fix this candle or use these items to fix it, but I did. It was to be 3 days after that the 7-day candle went out and refused to light again. With me having spiritual sense, I realized that whoever, spirits, was working that candle had done its work and had gone. Still, I was curious, wanting to see what would happen. The light company was due to cut the lights the next day for a $948 bill. I silently worried. In the middle of the night a longtime friend had called. She was ecstatic to get me on the phone because she had been searching for me, according to her, and through her excitement she voluntarily sent me $1,000. I was surprised because I never asked, nor did I complain about my worries. The following Monday morning, I used the money and rushed to pay the overdue Con Edison bill. By Wednesday, she came to visit me in person and brought with her a large manila envelope with an unbelievable amount of money for me. She's an Aries like myself and also enormously generous, not to mention she believed in me so much because of the work I had done for her. I was so astonished, but I knew the candle in the 3 days that it was lit had done its job. From then on, I resurrected my altar, abandoned my Stone Love days, lol, and continued my journey. Shop embracing spirituality is very precious to me and I was hesitant to erect it, but I must share, I must encourage, I must enlighten, I must teach, I must assist. And so here I am, sharing with you the items of Obara Meji's spiritual history and journey. There are more items to come, but some of the products take a lot of work to prepare and some of them will come from Africa. There are times when I will add a little note on